Kia ora, no mai, haere mai. Welcome to Mercury Baypark Arena in Tauranga for the WRC 1 Day 2 action. We've got Canterbury taking on Bay of Plenty in their traditional colours. Bay of Plenty in the blue and yellow and Canterbury in the red and black. My name is Bevin Jenkinson of Bev's Broadcasting. Great to have you. As Greg Mitchell down the left-hand side. He's going to score the opening goal for the Cantabs. 1-0. Canterbury 3-0 after yesterday. Convincing wins. A couple of close ones, but they were convincing in the end. Jordan Tito with ball in hand. Starts. Turnover time. Greg Mitchell scores. 2-0. Tito with the inbound. Amanda Lowry emceed the Festival of Health Vision Festival of Disability Sport Awards last night. Tito's going to bunt it down court. Still ends up with it. And timeout called. Just touch it. Big thank you to Kylie who's come in and helped me with camera. Just talking to her off here. Trying to get the tripod to behave itself, but Jordan Tito with the inbound. Teams get 4:30-second timeouts. That was one for Bay of Plenty. And 10 seconds to inbound the ball. And it's turnover time. Canterbury end up with it. And Mike Todd, Tito defending him well, but he'll just pop that ball over to Greg Mitchell. And 3-0 the score. Let us know in the comments who you're supporting, where you're tuning in from. Any questions or comments? I'll try and get round to them in the stream. It's Jacinta Richardson. The base on the sideline here. And she's it's come off Greg Mitchell. So it'll be Bay Plenty ball. Jacinta, usually a Otago player, but filling in for Bay Plenty at WRC 1 before Otago joins us in Wellington for WRC 2. Amanda Lowry with the inbound court side here. Just gives it almost to Greg Mitchell. Some good defence being shown by Canterbury at the moment. Pops the ball over to Mike Todd. And Toddy, as he's known. Score Canterbury's fourth, 4-0. Tito finds Henry Mitchell. Mitchell is a name you're going to hear a lot. There's Greg Mitchell. Mitchell Simpson as well. There's all sorts of Mitchells in this game. Ball's been bunted to Jordan Tito, the one-pointer, and Greg Mitchell's picked it up. Fling it down court to Mike Todd sitting high. And 5-0, Canterbury leading. WRC 2 happening 17th and 18th of June at Roa Paraha Arena in Porirua. Matches will be live streamed there. There's the inbound down to Greg Mitchell. Force the turnover. Richardson trying to get her hands in there and try and force the turnover, but can't. And it's 6-0. Henry Mitchell, one of the able-bodied players for Bay Plenty, flings the ball down to Lowry. Lowry over halfway now. Mike Todd marking her. She stops and looks for some support. Henry Mitchell's in there, gets it, gives it off to Jacinta Richardson. It's great sport. Wheelchair rugby, co-ed. Two female players on court. Gives it Richardson off to Lowry. Bay Plenty on the board, 6-1. Mitchell getting it. Able-bodied on able-bodied. He gets around Henry Mitchell. And Try scored from Greg. 7-1, 5:55 left in the first period. Inbounded straight to Greg Mitchell. And he'll go round and score another. 8-1. Canterbury showing their good form and dominance in this game early on. They have had injuries and illness to a number of players, which has caused a few issues for them. But still great to have them and great to be in the union as well, their province. Mitchell, long ball, down to Richardson. Claims it. Richardson with Greg Mitchell. Oh, and it's a pass. Good old Falcon. First Falcon we've seen this weekend. Straight from head to Henry Mitchell. And Mitchell Simpson coming on for Cody Everson now. In the way, just do what you can. Don't. Right, Todd, off to Mitchell Simpson here. Now Mike Todd with ball in hand. Jamie Kairo off the court as well for Ian Simpson. And 12-second violation from Canterbury. Well, you got 12 seconds to get over halfway. And the first 12-second violation coming. Got 40 seconds to score, but you need that first 12 to get over halfway and then use the rest of your time to score. Tito inbounds and to Mike Todd, fling it down court. Greg Mitchell chasing it after it. And we'll score 9-1. 5:10 left. First period. Great to have your company, folks. Wherever you are watching, Bevin Jenkinson of Bev's Broadcasting, highly on camera. It's Henry Mitchell. Got Greg coming at him. Good pass. Good wacky do as well. Good hit that comes in. And Jacinta Richardson will score both of his second goal. Second try. 9-2. Exactly 5 minutes left in the first period. Greg Mitchell looking for some support. Finds Mike Todd. Mitchell Simpson's high. And timeout called by Mike Todd. So timeout apiece so far in this game. As I said, 4 30-second timeouts apiece in a match. Can use them while the game is alive. One of the few sports that you can do that. Water polo is another one I found out during the school holidays. So time in from here, from Canterbury. Kelsey and Lincoln refereeing this one today. Ball down to Mike Todd. Gives it a good push. Henry Mitchell comes across and on defence here. 10 seconds to bounce, which Mike Todd's doing quite well. Flings it over. Good catch there taken from Greg Mitchell. And it's 10-2. 4 minutes 29. Henry Mitchell caught on the baseline. Showing some patience. The 12 seconds can take a while. Now Greg Mitchell claims the turnover with the intercept there. And he will give a good wacky do as Henry Mitchell goes up. But it's a try anyway. 11-2. Ball down to Jacinta Richardson. Give him a good chase, but it's a 10-second violation. 10 seconds for the ball to be inbounded once the whistle goes. For it to be touched on court, didn't happen. So they'll go back down to the other end there. To restart play. Mike Todd on the inbound. A 2-pointer from Christchurch. And a legal player leaving the court. And it's a turnover for Bay Park. So Canterbury with a couple of little indecisions. They're going to run some subs. Cody Everson and Jamie Kairo on for Ian Simpson and Mike Todd. There with Jacinta. Henry Mitchell caught in a good trap there, but now gets out of it. Greg Mitchell on him, on her, but good ball as Henry Mitchell gets free of that trap and scores Bay Plenty's third, 11-3. 3:55 left in this first period. Greg Mitchell gets out of the way of Jacinta Richardson. Henry Mitchell on him, but Jamie Kaito up court and takes a good catch. Mitchell and Tito with the give and go. Henry Mitchell, that is. Back to Tito. Henry Mitchell trapped down and back play by Everson and Kaito. There with Richardson now. Lowry making some work for her. Traps Mitchell. Richardson inside, gives it off to Henry Mitchell. Back to Lowry. And Richardson with ball in hand. They had to be very careful there that one of the attacking players didn't spend 10 seconds in the key. Ball over to Henry Mitchell. Lowry free. Lowry takes it. And it's 12-4, 3 minutes and 1 second left first period. Great patience shown there by the home side. Bay Plenty steamrollers. Kaito flings it to Everson. Everson, inside ball to Greg Mitchell. Mitchell run away with that one. 12-4. When he scores, he will. It's all about tactics, and as Amanda Lowry, who's playing for Bay Plenty Steamrollers here, is quoted quite often. Wheelchair rugby is chess on steroids. Can't say there's a better example of how to describe wheelchair rugby than that. As Mitchell gives it off to Richardson, and she will score 13-4. 13-5, sorry. 2 minutes 32 left in this first period. Bay Plenty coming back a little bit here. Mitchell scores Canterbury's 14th. Give and go there with Tito and Mitchell working well for the steamrollers. Canterbury Chargers, though, they playing a good game on defence. Mitchell off to Richardson. Richardson waiting for Lowry to do some blocking for her. She does. And then ball off to Tito. And it's a player out of court as well as the ball. And so the Bay Plenty Steamrollers will run some subs. Cherie's on court for Bay Plenty Steamrollers as well as Kevin Hobergen. Craig Mitchell on Gavin. All the way with this one and scores. Over on the other court, DG Sport Waikato Stampede leading D Sport 9-7. D Sport from Wellington. Henry Mitchell with ball, pops it along, and it's just going to trickle out. You just needed to try and get it over halfway. Kaito off to Everson. Lion as he's known by his nickname. Cody running away with this one, the 1 pointer. Will Black's captain as well. 15-5, he'll 16-5, he'll make it. Sheree with ball in hand. A bit of patient stuff here. She'll actually score. Good blocking there from Mitchell and others. Makes it 16-6. 1 minute and 2 seconds left in this first period. Game 1 of day 2. Game 7 on the schedule. One more round of games here at WRC 1 later on today. Kairo just can't hang on to it. And we'll knock it out of play. No try. Big thanks to the Festival of Disability Sport sponsor, McFall Fuel, their slogan, proudly supporting our communities. It's just waiting to see what the call was. So that's Canterbury ball. There with Mitchell, fires it over to Everson. Unmarked on the far side. Henry Mitchell tries to get to him. He can't. 17-7. 17-6. 42 seconds left in this first period. Hobergen. Put him down there to Sheree. Everson on her. Has to look for some support. She's just caught on the halfway line. Can't pass it back to the back court. There with Henry Mitchell now. Waiting for some support. Hobergen trapping Greg Mitchell. Flies it over to Sheree. And Sheree's a taller woman, but not that tall. Kairo gives it off to Greg Mitchell. 13 seconds left on this first period. Long ball down to Mitchell Simpson. Mitchell Simpson with a good take. 4 seconds on the clock, and is a held ball call. Henry Mitchell getting his hands on and taking possession, as well as the Mitchell Simpson at the same time. Possession arrow, if you're familiar with basketball, works the same way with wheelchair rugby. One second left in this period. All right, welcome back. Second period about to start. Thank you for your patience in the first period. We're just having a bit of a tutu with the tripod to try and get you better angles. It's Greg Mitchell opens the scoring. 18-6.
Yeah.
There with Sheree, and it's 12-second violation. Getting over halfway. Okay, so there's been an overruling here. There's been a timeout that was called just before the 12-second violation. So they will go to the other side of the court there with Lincoln with the ball. So that's 2 views for Baypark, 1 for Canterbury. Don't forget to let us know where you're tuning in from, folks, who you're supporting. Bevin Jenkinson from Bev's Broadcasting. over on the other court, 15-11, Waikato leading D Sport from Wellington. Ball down to Cherie. Cherie has it, waiting for some support. Catch release from Kaido. And off to Jacinta Richardson. One apiece in the second period. Plenty started that first period quite slowly, but they've managed to wake themselves up now. Kaido, ball in hand on the near side. Broadcast over to Greg Mitchell. No look pass over the top of his head and finds Cody Everson, who will score 19-7. 7 minutes, 10 left, second period. Ball inbounded to Richardson. Richardson with a bit of side wheel going. Slots is halfway. And yeah, just bunted back. Over halfway. So it's a backcourt violation. Another rule that's taken from basketball. Once you've entered your front court with the ball, you can't go back into your back court. That's exactly what happened there. So Jamie Kaido, with ball in hand, gives it off to Everson. Everson juggles it a little bit. 1 point is not the greatest hand function. He does well. As he'll take the catch here and claim his fourth of the match, 20-7. There with Tito, down to Richardson. Richardson looking for her options. Good morning to David Dewhurst if you're tuning in, Dave, the Otago coach. Either of the Dills or the Otago team. Look forward to seeing you again in Wellington. Here with Cherie on the outside. She scores Bay Plenty's 8, almost at Otago there. Not quite the same blue and gold. With Everson give and go with Jamie Kaido. Kaido looking up. Down to Everson. Everson, Mitchell and Mitchell Simpson by themselves. I'll just turn around now that Everson's unmarked. And worry about defence. 21-8, 6 minutes, 10 left, second period. Cherie has it, one of the carers of the Bay Plenty side. Plays a bit and referees a bit as well in trainings. As timeout called from Bay Plenty. Canterbury using their defence pretty well. As Canterbury Chargers roll some subs on, as well as Bay Plenty. Mike Todd on for Jamie Kaido. And Henry Mitchell on for Cherie. Paul there with on the far side there with Kelsey. Jordan Tito to inbound for Bay Plenty. Now with Jacinta Richardson. Greg Mitchell on it. Off to Henry Mitchell. Mitchell's all over the place. There's 3 of them. And scores Bay Plenty's ninth try. NZWR would like to thank these companies for their great and continuous support. Melrose for their chairs and gear. Lynn River for their supply of gloves. DG Sport with the uniform. And Dylan's Creative with his social media work. Now with Greg Mitchell. Greg Mitchell going around, fires the ball up to the other side of the court, and Cody Everson scores Canterbury's 22nd, 22-9, 5 minutes 28, second period. Richardson finding a lot of bodies in the way in the middle of court. Comes near side, flings it over to Tito. Everson's chasing. Everson wins that. 1 pointer on 1 pointer. The lower the number, the less functions that they have. Mitchell, naval body class, has got a high pointer. Flings it over to Everson, 23-9. And equipment called for Jacinta Richardson. Just needed the axle fixed. No flat tyres just yet so far. Richardson gets the ball. Mitchell on her. Just turns around and goes. Richardson still with the ball. As Sam Fitness does some great blocking, and it's 23-10, 4 minutes 44. Everson has it. Everson bumps it down to Mitchell Simpson. Mitchell Simpson giving a good push. Just looks back at Cody and says, "Mate, you're dreaming." Mitch Simpson a 0.5. Tino, now with it. He'll bunt it to Henry Mitchell. Finds Henry Mitchell. Guarded there by Greg Mitchell. Flicks it over to Richardson. Richardson just bounces over the top of her. And Mike Todd says, "Thanks very much. I'll have it." With the turnover. And coasts along for Canterbury's 24th. 24-10. 4 minutes 13 left, second period. Victory Baypark Arena. Inside the where the stock cars are played. I think there was drift cars here last night. As I'll go straight back to Todd, Mike Todd, Mitchell, and then to Cody Everson for another. Over in the other court, DG Sport Waikato Stampede leading 24-15 over D Sport from Wellington. Richardson down to Henry Mitchell, Greg Mitchell on him. Looks at his options. Greg Mitchell still marking. And there to Sinter, 25-11. Great to see Tony Graham from the Invictus side also tuning in. Great. Looking forward to seeing you guys again, Tiny. Caught up with you at the Bash. The Bash 5s, where a number of you guys were playing. This is an illegal use of hands coming in from Henry Mitchell. So at WRC2, we will have Otago Manawatu and the New Zealand Invictus side. Preparing for the Invictus Games that was started by Prince Harry. I think this year is over in Dusseldorf, Germany. Great to have you guys back involved. Mitch Simpson, Ian Simpson, sorry. Off to Mike Todd. They're just going to wind down the clock here with one-man advantage with Henry Mitchell in the bin. And the try scored there by Mike Todd. 26-11. Henry Mitchell back on court, but he's tied up by two low pointers, Ian Simpson and Mitch Simpson. And another try scored. 26-12 from Bay Plenty. Sheree scoring that one. He's just come back on court. There for Greg Mitchell. Off to Mike Todd. Mike Todd has an open court down this near side as Henry Mitchell now comes over to Mark. Flicks it over to Greg Mitchell. Nice little flop ball off to his right. And 27-12. 3 minutes 05 left, second period, first half. Sheree, ball over the top to Henry Mitchell. Henry Mitchell on Greg Mitchell. Greg Mitchell gives up that one. 27-13. Greg Mitchell switching to inbounder. Flings it long down to Mike Todd. He's taking on a few bounces unmarked. Some good sight there from the Canterbury Chargers side. 28-13. Sheree on the inbound, takes the inbound. There's a couple of markers on it. And there's a technical foul against Mike Todd. One of these little rules that players and referees can occasionally forget. You must let the inbounder come on court. If you don't, the referee spots it. It's a technical foul. So this one's regarded still as a common foul. And Mike Todd sitting in the penalty box for either a Bay Plenty try or 1 minute of gameplay. Henry Mitchell trying to work off the pick bar. He does get the ball off to Sheree. Sheree asking Sam Fitness to do some work and some blocking. And she'll get it off to Henry Mitchell. And scoring 28-14. 2 minutes 35 left. Second period. Greg Mitchell flings it over to Mike Todd. Mike Todd's got Greg Mitchell on him. Mitchell Simpson doing some screening. A lot of play in wheelchair rugby happens off the ball. And Greg Mitchell gets it on the left-hand side of the court. 29-14. Sheree gets the ball from Hobergen. Sheree marked from Greg Mitchell. She will fling it across to Hobergen. Gets the ball. Bouncing. Henry Mitchell picks it up. Big wacky do coming in. And a fallen player. As you can see, Henry Mitchell right in the centre of court there. Takes a fall. It's about the third time, I think, today, this weekend. Very good ball. Yeah. I don't have. I don't know. Oh. What's Henry Mitchell's? Okay. It's a full contact sport. One of the few that allows men and women to compete together. And falls like that aren't that uncommon. Injuries though, they are uncommon. They really are uncommon. Very rare. I think the worst one I've seen in wheelchair rugby is
Live and learn.
New South Wales were playing at our nationals one year, and a former equestrian rider popped her shoulder out. So the skate that they just popped it back in and she was fine again. So, funny enough, you need your shoulders to play wheelchair rugby. Now with Jacinta Richardson. Richardson looking at her options. Sheree trying to make a hole. Richardson can't make way through there. Pops the ball over. And it was more to Tauranga Lafono from the Auckland side wheeling around. And the coach's timeout called. And there's a coach's timeout here called. Sorry. Canterbury have called the coach's timeout. Yeah, no, that's. Right, ball back in. Canterbury using one of their two coaches' timeouts with Richardson stealing it from Kairo. Ball inside to Lucina. Cherie Lucina takes it and scores her fourth. 28-15. 29-15. Greg Mitchell flies it over to Kairo. Jamie Kairo will make up for it. Well, I guess he will make up for it, but no, he won't. Fling it across. Now makes up for it and gives it to Greg Mitchell. Scores a good try. Good communication, and this is the reason why the Canterbury WRC team are one of the most consistent. Of course, when it comes to nationals, you can't use your able-bodied players. Only quad players you can compete, and must have a deficiency in at least 3 of your 4 limbs. There with Hobergen. Hobergen over to Sam Fitness, and Sam Fitness scores his first, 30-16 now. 48 seconds left before half time. Jamie Kodo will just scream away. Richardson giving a good chase. And will score. Jamie Kodo will score. Canterbury 31-16. 33 seconds left. Hobergen flings it into Cherie Lucina. Cherie asking Sam Fitness to do some screening. He does. Greg Mitchell, though, gets off it. Jacinta Richardson comes down court to help out as well. Mitchell can't do anything to stop the try. Richardson will score her fifth. 18 seconds left. You can hear the dulcet tones of Mike Todd in the background. Greg Mitchell down to Mitchell Simpson. Mitchell Simpson giving a good push. Mitchell Simpson claims it as well. 32-17. Mitch, he was rather unfairly done by a long pass earlier in the game. He manages to get that one. Nothing like a 0.5 in a game of wheelchair rugby scoring a try. There was Cherie Lucina. All right, welcome back to the Mercury Baypark Arena. Second half underway. Canterbury Chargers currently leading 32-17 over the Bay of Plenty Steamrollers. Bay of Plenty getting us underway. Ball tap there from Harry Palmer. It'll fall with Canterbury Chargers with the Bay of Plenty Steamrollers. I'll get the team names at some point right. Jacinta Richardson with ball in hand. Tries to go to the right side and can't. Now finds a hole. Good wacky do coming in. Finds it too and gets through it. 32-18. Oh, Harry Palmer, who's just come on court. Walter from Melrose, so big thanks to them again for their support with chairs and gear. And Richardson goes bang bang, 32-19. 2-0 in the start of the second half for Bay Plenty. Yesterday they started their second halves pretty well. Led to Harry Palmer, managed to get it this time. Palmer trying to work the cross. And there's a timeout called. That is Bay Plenty's third. Canterbury used 2. Oh, okay, no, I was thinking, this was second, I was 17, so it's just, back to that. For some reason, that one, No. There with Todd juggling up. Just having to watch the sideline here. Timeout call. No, you're right. Move around here. And Canterbury have used 3 of their 4 timeouts as well as Bay Plenty. Tito funts it into Richardson. It was turnover. There with Richardson. Finds a hole through Palmer and Simpson. Ian Simpson, that is. And scores 3 in a row. 32-20. Ball there is Plenty trying to disrupt things. Still with Canterbury though. Oh, there with Everson to Palmer. Palmer takes it, just good spin around to make sure he doesn't go into his backcourt. Everson has it. Henry Mitchell there, and it's a call for illegal use of hands. Just to let you know what the ruling there is. No part of your hand can interrupt with the ball carrier's hands. You can hit the ball and try and whack that away, but anytime that you come in contact with the arms, you go and sit in the naughty box. Legal use of hands is the most common foul of them all in wheelchair rugby. Mike Todd going into the corner, created there by Ian Simpson. 33-20, sorry. Over on the other court, DG Sport Waikato Stampede leading 29-23 over D Sport from Wellington. And Bad Plenty using it well, and Lowry go over to his second. 33-21. Palmer will score his second. 34-21. Good to have you company wherever you are tuned in. Bevin Jenkinson, Bev's Broadcasting. Kylie on camera. Big thank you to her for helping me out today. As Henry Mitchell goes long down to Jacinta Richardson. And Harry Palmer comes in, knocks Jacinta to make sure she can't pick up the ball. You could hear Greg Mitchell in front of us here. telling him to hit the chair. Now it's Canterbury ball. Chess on steroids again. A lot of stuff happens off the ball. I know, Jacinta Richardson pinches one. Safe. There.
Hey?
Richardson just chops it over to Henry Mitchell. And Mitchell will score 34-22. Now there with Palmer. Palmer from Melrose, cheers. Harry Palmer. And Harry just makes it look effortlessly. Yeah, Melrose supply most of our cheers. Other way around. There with Richardson. Richardson all alone. She won't mind that at all. 35-23. 4 minutes 42 left in this third period. Congratulations to the Otago Wheelanders, who were announced as the 2022 WRC Team of the Year, as voted by officials. And Mike Todd goes over for another 36-23. That one was announced after yesterday. Give and go with Lowry and Mitchell. Mitchell going, Tito working for it. But plenty of those making a bit of a fight back in this third period. 36-24. There's an equipment call. I think that's on Jacinta Richardson again. You can see there with the chair being changed. Lord's doing the work there. Got a bit disappointed Nords didn't give us a wave either. Jacinta did, but Harry Palmer with ball in hand. Flips the ball off. Henry Mitchell will pick it up, though. There was a bad plenty hand that just slowed that ball down. That pass gives it off to Richardson with a new wheel. And another try scored, 36-25. Ball now from Everson to Todd. Todd working hard on that far side of the court. Ian Simpson doing some work as well there with Harry Palmer. 37-25. 3:53 left in this third period. Bunted here from Tito to Richardson. Richardson trying to make her way through, but finds the chair of Todd. All down court, and Harry Palmer is timeout called. Oh, that was close. That was close. He was very close to going back into his back court, but a timeout was called just in time. Also, congratulations to Jenny Jones-Poole. She's been announced as the new head official for NZWR, New Zealand Wheelchair Rugby. She's here in action over on the other court doing DG Sport, Waikato and D Sport. 34-27 in current in favour of the men from Mulu country. As Harry Palmer scores the 38th goal try for Canterbury. Big fight there with Cherie, Lucina and Harry Palmer. Lucina wins that one though. Cena gets off Todd. Gives it off to Hobergen. Doesn't quite bounce in favour of him though. It goes out of court and will be Canterbury Chargers ball. Hobergen a 1.5 player. Been away for a couple of years from wheelchair rugby due to family commitments. It's funny how family stuff gets in the way of sport at times. Mike Todd. Ball down to Mitchell Simpson, who's just come on court. Gives the ball off to Everson. And Everson scores his first of the third period. Go to the ball. So we've got that right in front.
Oh, sorry.
And Lucina gives a good chase with Palmer. But Lucina wins it 29-26. 39-26, trying to make this game a little bit closer than what it really is. Two minutes 40 left in the third period. Ball there to Todd. Good wacky-do coming in from Henry Mitchell. Finds Palmer. Palmer just tucks his head in and goes. Harry Palmer will score another one. 40-26.
Stay down, Harry. Stay down. Pitch up down.
Fitness. Oh, juggles the ball a little bit. And Todd, who had his back turned, ends up with it. Todd off to Palmer and off to this pass. Just a little bit too much in front of him. As Greg Mitchell's just said, going backwards. It happens in wheelchair rugby. You can score tries forwards, backwards, sideways. As long as you get over that try line inside the key. Henry Mitchell has it. Henry Mitchell looking for Sam Fitness long. As Harry Palmer's going to pinch this one. Can't say that pass was the greatest, but that's what happens. One of the probably misconceptions with as there's no try signalled as Palmer was knocked out of court. And just waiting to see substitutions for Bevin. Richardson on for Henry Mitchell. Hobergen has it. Just looking for Lucina High. Gets it to her. Lucina looking at her options.
Okay.
As Lucina dummies and goes, and it'll be a 12-second violation.
Oh, yeah. So, I think I'm right. Yeah.
12 seconds to get over halfway. Henry, smile when you walk past, please. Cody Everson with ball in hand. Everson moves. He's got Hobergen on him. Hobergen a 1.5, Cody a 1.0. Gives it off to Todd. We'll give it off to Palmer. And Palmer will score.
Someone high.
41-26. 1 minute 13 left. As Palmer goes up on one wheel.
Yeah.
Gives it off to Mitchell Simpson. Oh, Simpson juggles. It's no try. World effects of being a low pointer.
1 minute.
Low pointers generally are classified a 0.5, 1.0 or a 1.5. They have their own nationals that are to be held in Te Amutu later on this year in September. It was a pretty good tournament. New Zealand Low Point National Championships. 37-33, DG Sport Waikato Stampede leading D Sport. Cody Everson, the ball that was out of court. He'll bunt it. As the Simpson just sits there and waits. Richardson's in there hunting. Todd just comes in. Gives him a bit of help. Nothing wrong with it at all. Good bunt. 42-26. Lucina off to Richardson, and it was a good hit there by Palmer. Just stopped that little bit more momentum that Richardson could have got to get the ball. 41 seconds left in this third period. One to go. They have plenty of steamrollers trailing Canterbury Chargers currently. Game 7, day 2 of WRC1 here at Mercury Baypark Arena. Big thanks to the Festival of Disability Sport sponsor, McFall Fuel, providing support in our communities is their tagline. Harry Palmer has it. Palmer will just push and go. Get the arms working. I must say, as a welder, he's got pretty big and long arms. 43-26. Don't forget, at 1 o'clock, we'll bring you the last game of WRC1, Auckland taking on Waikato. And Palmer has it on the intercept. Palmer and Richardson. Richardson does well to stop the momentum. Todd gives it off to Everson. And 44-26, 3 seconds left in this third period. His fitness will hang on to us. See the time. All right, welcome back. Fourth period underway. Greg Mitchell has it. Off to Cody Everson. And it's a good try there. Opening up the account. 45-26. Now there with Harry... I was going to say Harry Palmer sitting next to me. Ball down to Greg Mitchell on the turnover. It was Henry Mitchell. 46-26. Henry Mitchell has it. In the back half. Gets over halfway. And try scored there by Jacinta, 46-27. If you want to get past, you can. I can.
Oh, yeah.
Right, with Henry Kairo off to Greg Mitchell. Mitchell has it. And Mitchell just casually strolling down court. 47-27. 7 minutes and 03 left in this match. Auckland there in the background, arriving for their 1 o'clock match against Waikato. That one will be live streamed where you are currently watching it. Don't need to go anywhere to watch that game. Is Richardson down court playing a bit of cat and mouse with Mitchell. Gives it off to Henry Mitchell. Different Mitchell, same name. 47-28. Big thanks again to Kylie for her camera work for this one. Makes my job a lot easier. Greg Mitchell has it. Ball down to Mitchell Simpson. Actually, it's Jamie Kaito that's picked it up. He'll give it off to Mitchell Simpson, the second Falcon of the game. One each for each team. And Richardson can't claim it. Mitchell picks it up, though. Greg Mitchell. Henry Mitchell on him. Flips it down to Cody Everson. And Everson scores his 12th.
Yeah, what's Mitchell's
You've
surname?
got you've got one first Mitchell, two last ones, two Simpsons. Yeah, there's really? No. So Ian from number 11. Oh, there's Simpson as well.
Yeah, nice phone to be.
I can find to tell you about it. Yes, since I was made to sort it. So yeah. Yeah.
Going all the time.
I realised that when I said it. But yeah. Mitchell Simpson with the inbound. Apologies for that, folks. I was having a laugh with some of the spectators here. Always got to have a laugh in life.
We'll come and see Mitchell.
Down at Cody Everson, not a Mitchell. Henry Mitchell on him though. Jamie Kodo. Whoa! As that'll still end up with Henry Mitchell, and Craig Mitchell gets in the way. Jamie Kodo with it again. And offensive foul called against Jamie Kodo. So what's happened there is he's got the ball and he's tried to hit the defending players from coming in with the arm. Yeah. You can't actually knock the defensive players' arms out of the way. It's a very uncommon call. I think in 6 years of refereeing, I called it once. But that was a good call there from Kelsey. Jordan Tito with it, with the give and go with Lowry. Off to Greg Mitchell. Henry Mitchell, sorry. 49-28. Long ball down to Everson. Richardson's getting in the way of it. Everson wins it. It's a good chase, good challenge from both.
She's over.
And 50-29.
Wow.
There was Richardson, rides up the reel of Mitchell. Off to Lowry. Richardson gets it back. There with Henry Mitchell. Henry Mitchell to Jordan Tito. Now there with Henry Mitchell. Now with Jamie Kaito. Oh, nice little tip there from Everson to Mitchell. And Mitchell scores another 51-29. Richardson trying to find pass with Lowry. Does. Greg Mitchell being a nuisance again. Now Henry Mitchell with ball in hand. And Richardson gets the try. 51-30. I'll take that goal off for using AFL scoreboard as that go, behind's go up by one, but I accidentally pressed the goal. That's 6. Kaito. Stream away. 51-31. Coach's timeout called. 52-30. This is a quick substitution between Harry Palmer and Greg Mitchell. So a 60-second timeout called here from Canterbury. Mitchell Simpson, Greg Mitchell, and Jamie Kaido coming off the court. I thought I'd gotten away with that slip of the tongue, but no, clearly not. Now the ball there with Richardson. Canterbury going back to their key and defending down there. 52-30. Bad plenty setting up, trying to create holes for their ball carriers. Lucina on the court too. Sheree Lucina. Great chair movement there from Richardson. Gets through. 52-31.
Yeah.
Ball's out of court, but we'll stay with Canterbury. Wheelchair rugby, a sport for all. Great community that it is. Reason why I've been involved in 13 years. Been overseas 3 times in my life, all 3 times for wheelchair rugby actually. And it's going to be a timeout called from Canterbury. It'll be their last as well, their last players' timeout. Ian Simpson will inbound in the corner there. Gives it off to Mike Todd. Todd and me down the baseline. He's got to be careful of that 12 seconds. Gives it off to Harry Palmer, who's down court. And Harry Palmer, just can't quite get it. And a spin and a fall as well. Not even have time to pull that up on the replay, actually. Do you reckon you got that?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Greg. No, we won't have time for the replay, sorry. Ball's in play with Lucina. Ball's just dribbling along on the halfway line. Richardson chucks it over halfway. Palmer's going to claim it though. It's a turnover ball for Canterbury. And Chargers score there, 53rd. 2 minutes 48 left in this one. On the other court, Waikato Stampede leading 47-42 over D Sport. As Mike Todd picks this one up and scores 54-31, sorry. Sam Fitness with ball in hand to point 5. Harry Palmer looking at where he's going to go. Lucina helping out Fitness. Sheree Lucina with ball in hand. Fall down court. And doesn't get to Hobergen, only finds Palmer. Now off to Todd. Todd ball down to Everson. And Lyon will roll over for another. As the ball is there with Richardson. And there's a referee's timeout called. Not too sure what's happened here. I believe that there may have been a call of coaches earlier on. So Kelsey will just go off to the bench there and just discuss and see what's going on as referee number 1. Cody. So bench era are all human beings, and they are volunteers as well as the referees. So, it happens. Mistakes happen. So the clock will be changed back to when the last try was scored, and this is the reason why we have a sheet of paper where times that were scored and the score is written on, so that if any errors like this happen, they can take it back to the last recorded time.
You know what? I thought wrong to you after.
54-31, Canterbury Chargers currently leading Bay Plenty Steamrollers. So 2:04 left on the clock. Hoboken looking for fitness or Henry Mitchell goes out of court. It's off Mike Todd, so it'll stay with Bay Plenty. Steamrollers, of course, named after the Bay Plenty Steamers, the local national provincial championship rugby union side. Yes, Richardson has it. She plays for the Otago Wheelanders, which, again, named after the Highlanders. Ball up, popped over to Henry Mitchell and scores 54-32.
Yeah, they're incredible. So he's been
There with Richardson on a turnover, almost knocked into the corner post, doesn't. Gives it into Mitchell in centre court. Tries to get to Sad Fitness and can't. Richardson turns around, gets it. 13 seconds on the try clock here for the Bay Plenty Steamrollers. Now there with Henry Mitchell. Henry Mitchell, Ian Simpson blocks him. Says he can't go in there. And timeout called with right on the buzzer for the try clock. Subs are called as Mitchell Simpson replaces Ian Simpson.
nice for some. I know. Do the work, give them the treats. Yeah. Well, the question is not last.
So the try clock's reset to 15. Both teams used their last player timeouts. There with Henry Mitchell. Just under a minute to go on this one. Been an absolute pleasure to have your company for it, as there's a foul being called. And just being told 4 in the key, penalty try. All 4 defensive players. Ball just sits in the front of Mike Todd's chair. He's just able to do some work to get that out. The 10 seconds still plays. Just waiting to see what the referee's call there is. Held ball. Thank you, Greg. Sometimes you have your uses. And with the possession arrows, it'll stay with Canterbury. Ball up over to Harry Palmer. Palmer and Richardson in a good old-fashioned drag race. And Harry Palmer wins that one, the man from Melrose Chairs. 55-32. NZWR would like to thank Melrose for their supply of chairs as well as others. I'll find my notes page. Lynn River for their supply of gloves. DG Sport for their supply of uniforms. And Dylan's Creator for his work with social media. And of course, another big ups to the Festival of Disability Sport, the Call Fuel, proudly supporting our communities, the festival's sponsor. if there's no slogan. Mike Todd
Long time.
has the ball from the turnover,
Yes, rugby.
looking at which ways he can find a hole.
Quite a bit.
Can't go there. Henry Mitchell getting his hands in the way. Good pop ball there to Henry. To a player, Harry Palmer. 56-32. Apologies, it's 55-33. As Harry Palmer with the turnover. 3-2 seconds, 1 second. There's calls to throw it, but Harry Palmer decides he wants to just go, and I think he's had a good shake of the head there. Said, don't know what I was thinking. But that is the end of the game, and it's the Canterbury Chargers who have taken this one out. 55 over the Bay of Plenty Steamrollers, 33. We'll let them go and do their handshakes and everything. Just a reminder that Auckland versus Waikato, the last game of the WRC 1, will take place at 1 o'clock. Wherever you are tuned into this one, it'll be live on there. Please join us if you can. Until then, ka kite anō, and a big thank you again to Kylie.
Thanks, Kylie.
Oh, my pleasure.